We are living in such a reactionary world. I'm not sure if humans have always been like this, but it seems as a collective we are kind of dumb. If we individually put our adult hats on and if we look at a situation, so if you just think of a heinous situation now, I'm not going to say what situation it is, that's why you're going to have to think of your own, because this is YouTube, and of course, as I'm saying, this is a reactionary world. So if you think of a heinous situation, something what can truly devastate a life, and if you approach that as an adult with a conscious brain and some intelligence, you'll see that the problem is very nuanced, and you'll see that in order to deal with the problem, to create a better world, we have to approach it with truth. And our gut feeling about that situation can be quite controversial. And that's why it's very hard for people to speak nowadays. And this isn't a video where I'm talking about freedom of speech. This is a video where I'm just talking about how we, as a society, if we are going to move forward, how we handle with information. I'll go for the one what we all sort of can understand, if you like, sort of like a theme, which is that there was a world leader who committed evil acts to the world, creating world wars, but this person also was quite a decent painter. And I know that's sort of the joke, and of course the painting doesn't outweigh the evilness. And I think when you make that, I think the reactionary world will live and jump and say, oh, he's saying that the painting outweighs or balances the killing. No, what I'm saying is evil can produce cool paintings. That's what I'm saying. And the reason why we need to look at these things is because when we look at the nuance of that, we're able to understand humans a lot better. But we're living in a world where we can't do that, and that's why the world kind of appears kind of dumb now, and that's why we have become unconscious, and we're just sort of marching forward, and we're just sort of going around in circles. We need to get back to the days where we're able to ask the hard questions. We shouldn't ever be scared of asking the hard questions. You see it in our relationships. I hear people break up because their partner asked them the hard question. Perhaps their partner, the partner was the other I don't know, the man or woman you're in a relationship, they were doing something wrong, or they were doing something what you didn't agree with, and you've called them out on it. And because of the reactionary generation, and we all think we have the right to react with hate, that person, instead of correcting their flaws, or instead of having an argument and trying to explain to us why they're like this, they have just rid the person from their life, and now that person is perceived as toxic. There's too many people where they say this person is toxic, and then you meet them and like, I mean, I'm not really particularly a fan of this person, but I don't particularly think they're toxic. I think they're just more just a not very smart person. We live in this world where it is built on hate. The societies we create are built on tearing somebody down. If somebody has an opinion what's not ours, or if it's an opinion we don't like, instead of listening, we tear them down. If somebody gets something we don't have, or if somebody is allowed something we don't have, they're torn down. If we don't ever take into account what somebody might be going through, we don't ever take into account the history of humans, the nuances, we just pounce and we just claw and we just discard that person. And that is why we feel as individuals we can't do anything because we feel that if we step forward, if we try and do something different with our life, we're gonna get the YouTube comments are a fascinating thing. If you look at a video of, say, excuse me, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. No, it's good. My body's held off for this video. If you look at a YouTube video, let's just say somebody's climbing a mountain, you have some comments what are for the person climbing the mountain. You have some comments saying, why can't this person get a real job, even though they might have a real job, but why can't this person get a real job? This person's just showing off. This person is needlessly risking their life, and the medical crew are going to come out. We, instead of looking at the actual situation of, it's interesting that there's ego and this want for a human to climb the mountain, and maybe this person is lonely, maybe this person is suffering, and maybe this person feels like they need to do this to accomplish. Instead of looking at a person like that, we look at the flaws they're bringing to a potential non-risk, something might not happen, and we just tear them down. We never look at a situation, what somebody poses, and we never look at it with nuance and class. We just claw. I'm going for a short video today because this is all I've got to say on this topic, but yeah, it just saddens me how, I'm not talking about giving some the benefit of the doubt, how we need to analyze people a lot better, and we need to understand that if somebody does something, and even if that thing is not a very positive act, there has to be a reason why they've done that, and a reason why that person wants to do that. Instead of just jumping straight to hate, we can try and assume that person might be going through something. Okay, enjoy yourselves, have a good week, enjoy the Christmases what are coming up. Ciao.